Today we're in Clinton, Oklahoma. We're gonna stop in at an awesome coffee shop, experience Route 66, and eat at White Dog Hill. Let's go.
This is the Oklahoma Road Trip. From Elk City, the team heads east up Route 66 and into Clinton. Our first stop of the day is a local favorite, Stray House Kitchen and Coffee.
All right, Jeff.
Hey.
How you doing, man?
Good, man, good.
Talk to me about where we are right now.
You're in Clinton, Oklahoma. It's a cool little community. Strangely, a place you wouldn't expect to see a coffee shop, and we weren't sure if it would go over well either. This community just ate it up. Our coffee roaster is called Casual Coffee. Coffee got real snooty there for a while, and it got real hard for new people to jump on. There were so many rules like, hey, you come in, you say this wrong, I'm gonna scowl at you and make you feel stupid.
Yeah.
You know, and we were just like, wow, that's so lame, and so we threw it out, and that's kind of what we pride ourselves on, is we don't care if you're a aficionado or if you're just like a dude off the street who's never had coffee before and wants to try it out. We'll kind of walk you into it, and so that's kind of our thing. We do all kinds of slow roasted sirloin sandwiches that we make all from scratch ourselves. We make all of our sauces ourselves. I think we got really creative with the menu, and most people pretty well dig it. If you're coming from either direction on I-40 Route 66, we're kind of the oasis. You got a long trip either direction, so swing in. We're excited to see you, and I think you'll have a good time.
This food was so good. Now we're gonna go to the Oklahoma Route 66 Museum.
We are here in Clinton, Oklahoma at the Oklahoma Route 66 Museum. And I'm with Pat. Hi, Pat.
Hi.
Tell me a little bit about how this museum came to be here in Clinton.
There became a need for a museum to really tell the history of Route 66 because it was no longer a main road to travel. But Route 66 is the most famous historic highway in America. So what a perfect place right here in Clinton, Oklahoma for this museum that was actually the national headquarters for many, many years. Our museum tells the history of Route 66 by decades, from the inception of the road in the 1920s through the end of the road in the 1970s. So right here we have people working on Route 66. You can see that we've came a long way. This is the kind of vehicle that they would travel to California and Arizona in. You can only imagine they could only take a limited amount of items. Of course, in the 1940s, what stands out in our mind is World War II. Over-the-road trucking to haul military supplies. And as you can see, we have a really neat truck in one of our exhibits here to represent over-the-road trucking. In the 1950s, the war was over, and many of the military fathers wanted to take their families on Route 66. So the diner really came into place. Even though it's no longer, a main road to travel, we have thousands of people from all over the world to visit and travel Route 66. And so it is becoming a very popular road again.
From the Oklahoma Route 66 Museum, the team heads east up Route 66 to our final stop of the day, dinner at White Dog Hill Restaurant.
Right now, I'm here with Nelson at White Dog Hill. This is a unique place, I can tell.
It's been here almost 100 years. It was built in '25 as the original Clinton Country Club and Golf Course. I got it in 2000, decided somebody needs to step in, at least save the property. It was a long haul, but it was worth it because it's a great old building and you got the best views in the area. It is on the hilltop there.
So tell me about the White Dog.
He was always a little gentleman. When it came time to have to name it for something, like, he's just been my good luck charm all this time, so I need to just bring the name with me. We sold the farm and moved up here, and I just need to bring the name too.
Tell me now about your menu.
The basic menu of steak, salmon, catfish, shrimp, beautiful steak salad, a chicken salad, a couple of sandwiches, some kiddie things. The chef every week will do a certain main entree special and then changes all the sides every week. So even for the locals, there's something new to try. The Beanie Bar was the old caretaker's house. To be fair, White Dog got the restaurant, so Beans should get the bar. So that's where that came from, because people are going, Beanie Bar? Well, it's named for the dog. And each one has their studio portrait framed in the bar in the restaurant.
This charcuterie board is magnificent.
All right, we got a nice little slice. You see those blueberries?
I could live on that.
The people saying, as soon as I got up here, I wasn't sure where I was. I knew I wasn't in Western Oklahoma, but I wasn't sure where I actually was. And that's kind of nice. It's just a departure. It's just a place for anybody to come and hopefully just have a pleasant evening and a nice meal.
On today's road trip, the team had a blast exploring Clinton, Oklahoma. First, we enjoyed some delicious coffee and sandwiches at Stray House Kitchen and Coffee, located within a historic century-old lumberyard. Stray House has been serving locals and Route 66 travelers since 2016. We highly recommend their coffee and espresso, or any of their slow-roasted sirloin sandwiches. Next, we made our way to the Oklahoma Route 66 Museum, where Pat walked us through the history of the road, from its humble beginning in the 1920s to the international icon that it is today. After experiencing the tour, guests can also find a wide variety of Route 66 gifts and souvenirs available for purchase. Finally, the team settled in for dinner at White Dog Hill Restaurant. This historic country club turned restaurant has become a staple among both locals and Route 66 travelers alike. This restaurant is famous for its incredible food and scenic views and is open for dinner Wednesday through Sunday, so you'll want to make your reservation as soon as you can. And while you're visiting the Clinton area or any other Oklahoma destination, remember to share your photos with us using the hashtag RoadTripOK for a chance to be featured on the show, and be sure to add our new photo frame on Facebook. Join us next time as we visit Hinton and Weatherford. We'll check out Red Rock Canyon Adventure Park, Glorious Kitchen, and finish off the day at Stafford Air and Space Museum. We'll see you then.